This is phase 2. So remember, we've eliminated this loop ramp and this loop ramp already and introduced these directional ramps. Now, in phase 2, we're going to remove the loop ramp here in the northeast quadrant of the interchange and build a directional ramp. And how is this one going to work? Phase 2, we are going to remove the loop ramp, build this flyover. Some of you may remember that initially this was our phase 1 of construction. When we really started trying to come up with alternatives that addressed as many of our safety concerns as early as possible, we realized that this directional ramp, even though it was identified early on as the phase 1 improvement, that it really should become phase 2 when we realized we could build these 2 directional ramps and remove all of those weaving movements in phase 1 and create a much safer interchange overall. Sorry. Okay, so some of you may be wondering about what's it going to cost. It's going to cost a lot. Yeah, it is. It absolutely is. Phase 1 total is a little over $90 million. 91.75, but who's counting besides me? There's a process through the state for a major new program that's called their TRAC process. It's the Transportation Review Advisory Council. It's a committee that's been established through the governor's office of 7 individuals who rank and prioritize and appropriate money to projects. It's basically done through a competitive selection process. You submit an application. We've been working with the TRAC now for the last 6 years or so, moving our project through the system and gaining awareness at the state level. This year, Dublin has agreed to contribute $17.25 million total to the project development. That includes preliminary engineering, detailed design, right-of-way acquisition, and construction dollars. MORPC, very generously, has worked with us to dedicate a total of $25 million to the construction of our project. Initially, they awarded $7 million through their federal attributable funding program, again, another competitive grant selection process. And then finally, on June 3rd, they agreed to fund an additional $18 million to this project, which gives our project a 46% local participation rate for funding on this project. We have gone back to ODOT and we have said, look, you've got this incredible local financial participation. We need $46 million and we can build phase 1 and we can break ground next year. So that is currently what we are working on. We are waiting to hear from the TRAC. We have been ranked at the TRAC. We are number 4 in the state project-wise. So right now we feel that we have a pretty darn good shot of getting to construction next year. This last little number down there at the bottom, that's called Tiger 5. That's the Transportation Investment Generating Economic Recovery grant process at the federal level. We have submitted an application for this particular program. We did request $15 million. We feel that we have a very strong application, and our partners in Washington are working very hard on our behalf to get our project noticed and moving it through the process. We are hopeful. We don't know. We won't find out until sometime in September whether we've been successful with this grant application or not. So what are our next steps? One is for me to come out and talk to great groups like this, sharing our story, sharing what the project is, and getting our public informed so that they're aware of what's happening. The other thing that you can do is for the public to become engaged and let the state know how important this project is. It's one of the things that has set us apart, both at MORPC and at the state level. Our letters of support, our emails, all of the work that we have done has made an incredible And they'll be the first ones to tell you that if they know that this project is a project that it has widespread support and no controversy associated with it, and they feel very positive about supporting and funding a project like that.